You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back, Rudrance, for Black and White Sports. Well, we got major news this morning involving the Eagles' first-round pick, Jalen Carter, of course, from the Georgia Bulldogs, the national champions, two-time national champions, back-to-back. And, of course, the incident surrounding Devin Willock. And now Devin Willock's father has just filed a massive lawsuit. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All of the audio from all of our videos, including our Monday through Thursday Rumble podcast, is available wherever you get your podcasts from. Let's just jump right into this because no sooner than the draft ends, we've got Jalen Carter right in the middle of a mess all of a sudden. And this is exactly why he fell as low as he did. Because many people believed, from a talent standpoint, this was by far the most talented guy overall in the draft. But there were real concerns around his character and that incident that happened. Combine that with that horrible pro day, and you had a player that dropped. The Philadelphia Eagles believe they've got the infrastructure to try to build around this kid, not to mention he's got some Georgia teammates there in Philly. Let's look at this. Yahoo! Eagles Jalen Carter named in $40 million lawsuit by father of Georgia teammate who died in fatal January crash. Jalen Carter, recently selected with the Philadelphia Eagles, number 9 in the NFL draft, is now named in a $40 million lawsuit related to his involvement in a deadly car crash that killed his Georgia teammate Devin Willock and university staffer Chandler LeCroy. David Willock Sr., Devin's father, filed the complaint against Carter, the university's athletic association, and LeCroy's estate. LeCroy was driving the SUV Willock was in at the time of the crash, which police said reached up to 104 miles an hour. Police also reported the 24-year-old LeCroy had a blood alcohol concentration of .197, more than twice the legal limit in Georgia. The suit is seeking $40 million from the defendants, including $10 million from Jalen Carter. The amount, quote, represents what his son would have made if he'd have gotten to the NFL, according to a report from WSB-TV. Willock, an offensive lineman, appeared in every game Georgia played last season. LeCroy was reportedly racing another car driven by Jalen Carter, who reportedly left the scene before emergency personnel arrived and told personnel he was a mile away at the time of the crash. Yeah, they found out that wasn't so much the case. According to the Athens-Clarke County Police, the single vehicle crash happened around 2:45 a.m. Eastern when the 2021 Ford Expedition driven by LeCroy veered off the side of the road, slammed into 2 telephone poles and several trees. Willock, a 20-year-old redshirt sophomore, was reportedly dead when emergency responders arrived. LeCroy was taken to the hospital and died from her injuries shortly thereafter. The crash happened hours after Georgia celebrated its national championship win over TCU. Carter, who was in early discussions for the number 1 pick, was charged with misdemeanor reckless driving and racing in relation to the accident. He pleaded no contest, was given 12 months of probation, 80 hours of community service, and the completion of a driving course, and ordered to pay a $1,000 fine. The defensive tackle reportedly signed a fully guaranteed 4-year, $21.8 million contract with the Eagles. I may be wrong. I believed he was the first of all the first-round picks to sign. My guess is Devin Willock Sr. waited for him to sign that contract. Devin Willock Sr. reportedly first notified the university of his intentions to seek $2 million in damages last month. So he let the university know, but then I guess he threw Carter's name into the lawsuit. I can't say I blame him. I probably would have too. He alleges the athletic department acted with negligence by allowing LeCroy to drive after a night of documented partying and history of speeding tickets. The purpose of this lawsuit is for accountability. William Stiles, Willock Sr.'s attorney, told Action News. The University of Georgia's Athletic Association responded to the complaint in a statement. Quote, the attorneys who filed the complaint have refused to provide any factual basis for their claims against the Athletic Association, and we believe the evidence will prove them to be without merit. We intend to strongly dispute these baseless allegations in court. I guess we'll see how baseless this really is in court. So, wow. And this is exactly why this player fell. And he could have fell even further had he gotten past, say, the Eagles. But there was no doubt about the guy's talent. There was questions around his focus, especially after that pro day. And, of course, all the drama surrounding this right here. This was a massive issue. Remember, all the drama, the police, I believe they filed charges against him the first day of the NFL scouting combine. I find that very interesting. That timing was pretty wild for him to get those charges filed. I believe it was the first day of the NFL scouting combine. No kidding. Which he was there. And I believe he had to book out because of the charges. And he's already gotten his punishment, or he's been handed down his punishment. But it's clear Devin Willock Sr. believes Jalen Carter has some responsibility for his son's demise. And, of course, his son most certainly, as a Georgia offensive lineman, would have gotten major NFL looks. You can bet. Most likely drafted, most likely some kind of an NFL career. And, of course, the man was robbed of his son, right? So we'll see. We don't know how much responsibility they can actually lay at the university. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. The fact that there was a staffer involved, I do think that makes this a little more interesting for the University of Georgia, though. Whether or not it does anything, I don't know. But it's not every day you see a first NFL first-round pick get a $10 million lawsuit because a teammate lost his life. Big deal. Big damn deal. Tell me what you think, Black and White sports supporters. Make sure you hit subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Make sure you use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word will get you 25% off. Go get them right now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.